And now, we're on the bottom 10. If you were watching this as its own video, you should go watch the bottom 100 because I've talked about over an hour, 105 Pokemon that you should go see because I spent a long time on that video. But anyways, if you're watching the whole an hour-long video, I do appreciate you. You are a very patient person. Honestly, I'd recommend just watching it in the background or something. But yeah, bottom 10. Starting with number 10, we have Fione. Fione is not a good Pokemon. It is very uncreative, very boring. It's pointless, which is the main reason I don't like it. Because not only is it a mythical, which I've mentioned before I don't like because you have to go to the store to get them, but it's just worse Manaphy objectively. And why would I like worse Manaphy? I don't. Because not only is it weaker in stat-wise, but the design is just objectively worse. It's just baby Manaphy, which it kind of breaks the whole thing of legendaries are special, you can only have one. Well, too bad. You can breed 1,000 Fiones if you want. They're not special, and they're badly designed. So yeah, not only is it probably the worst mythical, but it's one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. Number 9 is Tyrogue. Tyrogue is, as I've mentioned before, a dumb, stupid baby. I do not like dumb, stupid babies, because dumb, stupid baby Pokemon should not exist. Because they are pointless, dumb, and stupid. But worst of all, the design is absolutely terrible. It is like a pink guy who's like a football player in his official art. Like, I'm sorry, I don't get it. How does this evolve into Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and whatever the hell Hitmontop's supposed to be? From a pink football player? Like, I'm sorry, what? The design is just so incoherent. Also, it has just like a pain. It's just a pain in the ass to evolve. I'm sorry. Like, you have to get the EVs perfectly even out to get him on top. Like, why? Why did you have to make it so annoying? Especially in older games when the Carbos and whatever else you need to raise the stats are just, like, so hard to get. Like, why? Why would you make it so hard to evolve? Number 8 is, as you can see, are in a tier of their own. So these Pokemon are truly, truly irredeemable, even more than the bottom 100 before it. Starting with number 8, Cosmoem. I've talked about Kakuna and Metapod and why I think dumb Cocoon Pokemon are stupid. But this is a dumb Cocoon legendary Pokemon, which makes it even more dumb and pointless. Still sick, which sucks. But like, why do you need Cosmoem? I don't see why you can't just go from Cosmog to Lunala or Solgaleo, depending on the version. It's just like, I don't see a reason for Cosmoem to exist. Not even in the story or the games does it make any sense. It's just it's like the peak of dumb, useless Pokemon that don't need to exist. And that's, yeah, it doesn't have like a bad design or anything, but I don't like it because it doesn't need to exist. Number 7 is Pawmot. The most recent Pokemon in my top 10 least favorite. Pawmot is weird. Pawmot is disproportionate, which is what I've talked about in Choodle and all the other guys in the past. Pawmot is kind of ugly, kind of creepy, but also trying to be cute, which is the worst part. So if it was like offensively ugly, I don't think I would hate it as much. But the fact it keeps like the cute small eyes from Pawmi and Pawmo, with like this atrocious body size, head size, and static hair size while it stands on 2 feet, it's just like off-putting. Like, that thing is going to be in my nightmares before I make it my friend. And it's just like, it's everything that could have gone wrong with a Pawmi evolution went wrong. They should have just kept Pawmi as Pawmi and not had it evolve. Because it goes from the most underwhelming evolution in the world to one of the most ugly Pokemon in the world. Because this thing is not cute. I do not think this thing is cute. And I think it makes it less cute because it's trying to be cute. If it was like this badass, like if it had angry eyebrows, for example, and maybe like giant electric fist, I'd be like, that's kind of cool, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need it to be cute. I don't want it to be cute because you tried to make this thing cute and it made it look horrifying. And I do not appreciate that, and I do not like that. And honestly, they could have just done so much better with Pawmi too. Like, Pawmi's not a terrible design. You could have done so much more with it. Number 6 is Swanna. I've talked about Ducklet earlier. But now I get to talk about why Swanna is irredeemable garbage. Swanna is so bland, so generic, it puts Flamigo and Ducklet in the highest of tiers as like the best of the best Pokemon. Look at how creative this Flamingo is. Look at how creative this Duck is. Compared to Swanna, it's a swan! There is no unique attributes about this Pokemon whatsoever. It is a swan, and its name is Swanna. I'm sorry, could you be any less creative? Swanna? Come on, even Ducklet is more creative, because at least Ducklet is a cute name. I don't get anything out of saying Swanna. And the design is terrible when your Pokemon is just an animal. It fails at being a Pokemon. This is not something I want to be in a fantasy world with. I could go to a local pond and find a Swanna there, because they're just swans. It's so stupid. And not only that, it doesn't end there. This is one of the most forgettable Pokemon that came from one of the most forgettable hit or miss generations that Pokemon has done. And it's just Swanna. I don't like Swanna. And after all that, that is only my 6th least favorite Pokemon. Yes, you heard that right. Number 5 is Chingling. Oh my god, Chingling. I've talked about baby Pokemon so much in my bottom 100, if you haven't seen that. But this is by far the most pointless Pokemon, because not only is Chimecho in my bottom 100 Pokemon, but I've talked about how Chimecho deserves so much more, because Chimecho is a redeemable design. And what do they decide to do with Chimecho? They give it a baby? Not only a baby though, a baby that is a bell. It's just a bell. It is not cute at all. But it's not even like ugly cute. It's not even like Palmot, who is like disgustingly, horrifyingly cute. It's just like not cute. I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's Chingling. And that fails because the point of a baby Pokemon is to be a cuter version of the Pokemon that came before it. And I don't know what went through their head. They were like, let's just give a baby Pokemon to Chimecho. Why? Why was that what you thought of? In this Pokemon, we have all these new evolutions of Pokemon that deserve it, like Yanma to Yanmega, Gligar to Gliscor, all these Pokemon that deserve new evolutions. And honestly, the rest of the babies from Gen 4, Munchlax, Riolu, even Bonsly and Mantike, which is in my bottom 100, I could see why they exist. But Chingling? No! Why? And like with the other baby in my top 10, Tyrogue, at least you get something cool out of Tyrogue. The Hitmons are all cool. Tyrogue may be an abomination, but the Hitmons are cool. Chingling, you go through all the effort to evolve it, and you get Chimecho, and nothing else. Chimecho, as I've already mentioned, is one of the weakest and worst Pokemon ever. So you evolve a Chingling only to get a Chimecho, which is completely pointless. And Chingling just has nothing good going for it. And it is one of the most hated Pokemon ever, and good. I agree. It's my number 5 least favorite Pokemon. Good. Yeah. Keep hating Chingling. It deserves all the hate. Number 4 is Ice-Q. I hate this stupid thing so much. Ice-Q is so stupid. Ice-Q like Ice Cube. Okay, at least it's a punny name. I get it. But it just has a bad, dumb, and stupid design. It's just a penguin with an ice cube on its head. And it gets even worse when you get the no ice phase, because that makes it make no sense biologically. How come when you break away the ice, it becomes this little ice sphere thing underneath the giant ice head? Like, I would get it if you unfroze the ice head and it was just a regular penguin, maybe with some cool ice features or something, like ice eyebrows, like an emperor penguin kind of thing. But no, you have to give it this dumb, stupid little face design. I don't know, I just really can't stand Ice-Cube, because not only is it so fucking stupid, but it's also surprisingly decent in battle. You can use like Belly Drum and Ice Face strategies, and it can wipe you if you're not careful. Which, why? Why did you give this cool ability to Ice-Q, the stupid penguin? Why did you make Ice-Q? You can make a penguin Pokemon so much cooler, and you choose to make Ice-Q a dumb penguin with ice on its head? Like, no, that is so stupid and so dumb, it makes me want to throw it off a cliff, Super Mario 64 style. Number 3 is Snubbull. Snubbull is completely irredeemably ugly, which is the worst part because it's based off a bulldog, which bulldogs for many people are cute and other people they are very ugly. But somehow Pokemon managed to do neither and just made it straight up ugly. I don't see how anybody could like this design, because it's like a pink dress-wearing little dog, which is just like, no, why? That's not, no, I hate it. I hate it so much. Ugh, I just hate everything about it. I hate the design. I hate the color scheme. I hate the name Snubbull, like a snub bull. Like, come on. I just hate Snubbull, and it may seem like I like this more than like Ice Cube, Chingling, or Swanna, that I've had many negative things to say about it. But no, Snubbull is my third least favorite Pokemon. I just don't know how to put my hatred for it in words. And with that, the second and first slot of this video need to go together because they are an evolution line. And I'm actually going to skip to number one. Number one, my number one least favorite Pokemon of all time, of all 1,000 of them, is Murkrow. And you're like, Murkrow? Like the little crow guy? I could see Snubbull or Chingling, but why Murkrow? Oh, believe me, I'll tell you why Murkrow. So we'll go back to Honchkrow. Murkrow is ugly. It is one of the ugliest Pokemon, yes, even uglier than Palma, even uglier than Snubbull, because it is a dumb crow. Crows are cool animals in real life. We've had Corviknight before, which is a cool male crow. So why, when I look at Corviknight, which is a Pokemon I adore, compared to a Pokemon like Murkrow, is a dumb, stupid crow with a dumb, stupid hat on, why would I ever like it? Not only that, I don't care for dark types that much, as we've seen with Umbreon and many others up to this point. So why would I like the dumb dark bird? I don't. Also, to add insult to injury, it is a pain in the ass to catch. So when I had to fill up my Pokedex, and I see one in the wild, or like in Scarlet and Violet, when they run up to me and initiate a battle, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll catch it. And they break out of all my balls, it makes me even more mad. It's probably why I'm sick right now, probably why I'm dying, is because of my hatred for Murkrow. And now, recently, even after I've done that Gen 2 video where I talked about in depth why I hate Murkrow so much, it's thriving in competitive doubles. And that makes me so mad, because I hate Murkrow, and I don't want it to have any success whatsoever. So the fact that it has Prankster and Tailwind and all these good things going for it, I would rather have any of the other 98 Pokemon in my bottom 100 have competitive success than Murkrow. I would rather see freaking Jinx be good and competitive than Murkrow. I just don't like Murkrow. There is nothing good going for it. It is annoying. It has a bad name. Murkrow really couldn't have done anything better than that. I don't like crows. It's dumb. It's stupid. It has an awful shiny. The pink shiny does not look good. I do not care what you say. And I hate Murkrow. Anyways, number 2 is Honchkrow. Honchkrow, take everything I said about Murkrow and give it 0.1 point in its favor, because its design isn't Murkrow. It gets 0.1 point from me because it isn't Murkrow. It has the exact same flaws as Murkrow. It's ugly, it's bland, it's a dark type, it's dumb, it's a mob boss, I don't care, it's a stupid crow. And honestly, I hate it because it even exists. Why did Murkrow even need to get an evolution? And why did you make it bad? Honchkrow, I would have been happier if it didn't even exist. And the only reason it's my second least favorite Pokemon is because it does exist. And if they ever give these two stupid Pokemon any forms in the future, I will be the first ones to hate them, because I do not like the Murkrow line. Okay, that's it. That's all my 100 Pokemon. Obviously, I played up a little bit of played up my reaction to him a little bit. Like Murkrow, yes, I hate it, but I wouldn't go to say that I absolutely despise it to hell or anything like that. Like, I wouldn't go that far, because at the end of the day, they're all Pokemon. These Pokemon designs are completely subjective to your own opinion. If you like Murkrow, cool, good for you. I don't, but you might, and I get that. And with that, I think we can wrap down here. Thank you all for watching. Whether it's the bottom 10 Pokemon or the top 100 Pokemon, I do appreciate each and every one of you who stuck through this hour and 14-minute Pokemon long video with me. I didn't expect it to take this long, not gonna lie. The script took like a week to write, and it's just bullet notes. That's the worst part. But I also am old-fashioned, like to do it on paper, so that I also could have something to do with it. But yeah, there's going to be a separate video for the bottom 10 coming in the next week. If you don't really want to watch all 100, I get that. You can honestly just scroll through the video and see my tier list placings, and that works just as fine. Come back next time for the true finale of the series where I do all my top 100 best Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to be 100. We'll see how I do that one. But for now, that's my bottom 100/bottom 10 Pokemon. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to go eat and take a nap because I still feel like garbage. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Take care of yourself. Mental health is important. And ta-ta for now.